We're in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
It's Young on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. In search of 40 yards here to pick up the first down. Another run now for Nwangu. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play fake, now Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stroud. Throw right side going to be complete to Moss. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run to Nwangu. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. Touchdown. Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Young. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Stroud. Flush to his right. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second down, here's Henry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They go play action. Young. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now Young on fourth down. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's got room at the 30.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Young off the play fake. He finds it, and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud drops this off with Nwangu. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The 2nd down throw for Young. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Young looks to throw on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They get it to him running left. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a 1-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Stroud sets up the play action. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young, a check down here for Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. mission accomplished. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own. And now here is another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Young's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. To throw again on second down. Young, he gets this one to Burks. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
On the jump.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Second down and goal. Young. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Young takes it on the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run for it with Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Up the middle, Nwangu. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And Stroud now to throw. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on second down. Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. He's got a man complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 70 yards. On the give is Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Stroud now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Now Young. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Young to throw. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Ready?
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Nwangu. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Handoff right side to Wanyu. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Vikings, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
it.